Ladies and gents, welcome back to Guys Like Crypto Show. Today we're going to be going over level that we're in right now, which is actually very, very significant. It's actually sitting at around $67,000. We've bounced into this level. This is a level I've been speaking about in the last video I did yesterday. And so far, price action is looking a bit choppy around here. Now, we are seeing price find some sort of support here, but overall, it is looking quite choppy. Today, we're going to be going over the order flow, specifically this chart over here, which is the Atos order flow, so we get a picture as to what's happening on the local time frame in the skeletal perspective, looking behind the candles into the volume and all that sort of metrics, which is important to know if this place is a valid place to be taking a trade. And we're also going to be giving you the next levels to look at if this level doesn't hold and the expectations. So if you've been following along, you've been knowing that I've been talking about this level at the top as being key resistance, which we hit. That was spoken about in the Telegram group. We then had the confirmation back into the value area high, flushed into the POC, traded along there for a bit, and now we're finding support. Now, when I say support, I mean locally at this current green box of support here. Now, if this gets lost, I'm looking down into this region over here because we have some confluence, okay? Now, the confluence specifically here is not the strongest, but it's definitely okay. And what I mean by that is we've got a weekly level along with the value area low of the entire range here. So it's an okay level. Similar story to these lows here. You're basically going to be coming out and taking out this wick into that point where you might have a little reversal there. Now that's a zone to be looking at, and we're going to see what the order flow looks like when we get there. So what I want to do now is I want to go over the order flow in this current piece of the price chart so we can get a picture if this is a good trade to be taking. Yeah, because that's obviously what's going to be the telltale signals. All right. So if we zoom this out a bit bigger like this, we can see this is what we've got. So this entire move down has been very, very choppy. It's been a channel. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, lower lows, lower highs, essentially, okay? So let's specifically look at the trend and what we're noticing from the open interest. So right off the bat, we can see we've got price going down. We've got open interest, right, from that vantage point, which is coming around here. Very similar story there. We've also got price moderately doing that. So there's not much divergence on the broader landscape. But what will be key is the more local price action points. So if we look at some key points in the chart, we've got $8 million of buys, $10 million of close. So that nullifies that. That's gone. Then we've got specifically into this low here, what happened? So we had $4 million worth of shorts. You had, I'm just looking for good points, $2 million worth of shorts, $4 million worth of shorts. So that's four. And then you had some longs open here. So short, long. This is on positive open interest. So positive, positive, positive. And then you had this position right here close out on this candle here. And then since then, we've had $4 million of shorts, $5 million of shorts. So I just want to say that I think that is actually not that bad in terms of this being a valid low. You just don't want to be losing this low point here, because the reason being, let me just say this properly. So right now in this little section of the price chart, we've got a fair bit of shorts coming into the low. Now, if this is a valid support level, they're shorting into support. So the moment we take up an inflection point, probably up here, those positions will have to close, and then by closing, they have to buy back, which will cause another pump up. And then by then, you then start to have structural changes in terms of trend lines and that sort of stuff. By the way, I'm talking locally. This doesn't mean it's going to be a insane trade. This would be a very, very precarious scalp trade, as this level isn't the most strong level, but it's definitely a level to look at, as price is also flipped on the 4-hour chart, okay? So you'd be looking to take that probably up to, not even that farther ahead, probably like a 1% move, really. But yeah, I think that's definitely a valid trade right now. If I were to be taking this trade, I'll be putting my stop. Yeah. I mean, if we zoom in on the time frames, what can we see here? Yeah, we're at the volume POC right now. We've got the VWAP. VWAP. Where is the VWAP coming in? Right over here. It's coming in over there. You've got. Yeah, look, it's okay. It's an okay scalp trade. I would love to see it. I prefer to be, if I were taking it, let's just see what the time frame's looking like. you'd probably want to see a position be taken on one of these drawdowns like this. At least you can probably catch some upside if it fails. Down, up, down. Might go a little bit lower here, then go up. That being said, the key thing here is the order flow, okay? And what I mean by that is there can be cases where these shorts will win in the market. I've seen it countless times too. But it is generally a good recipe for... it's generally a good recipe to see shorts open at lows, okay? It means it's... especially if price holds, because it forms a little divergence. And it basically just gives the price fuel when price moves up, like a 1% move up, to then liquidate those positions, okay? So that's what I'm currently looking at. That would be, in terms of a... you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 3 drivers pattern, 4 drivers pattern. It depends how you view it. You could probably view it something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Come up, take everyone out, go down. So you've got liquidity there. Yeah, look, it's solid, but I wouldn't be blindly aping into it. Regarding the liquidation levels, let's check on Bybit. You have 66,500. That's coming down at this point here. So there is liquidity down here too. So this is not the strongest trade, by the way. This trade is not the strongest. If you are taking this, be very, very careful. This one is stronger. Just to be aware, okay, for all the traders out there. Yes. And in terms of resistances, guys, if we can see ourselves push up into this zone right here, I'll be looking for a nice short coming in straight above this level here. So you'd be looking for a rejection coming up here, and then your VWAP would look something like this. It'd be very nicely put into there and short that back down if you're expecting a rotation down, which I probably am expecting a push down at lower prices. But again, level to level. So the new iteration today, and what's happening for the price chart, or the price, I hate saying price chart, sounds really weird, is going to be, yes, we know the level we're at support we're at now. How did I mark it? I think it was just like something like this. We know that we're in a level of support, okay? Is it the strongest level of support? Absolutely not. Is it a level nonetheless? Yes, it is a level nonetheless. The next one is beneath us down at 65,500. And then in terms of resistance, we've got that 69,500. And if you go into this long, take profit has to be this point POC. It's a very, very short scalp. The R to R is already very, very low in the fact that if you're entering now, your stop loss is down here, you have take profit up here. It's very, very not a great probability trade, okay? But it's a level nonetheless, just to be aware of. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. If you guys want to trade and use help support this channel, I would really appreciate it if you moved over to the Bybit and Weeks. I advocate using Bybit heavily because Bybit's, to me, it's been the best exchange, and you can get the Bybit credit card or debit card. So yeah, helps out. It's a great tool. You can trade, get buyback fees, interest rates, or not interest rates, purchase back fees, okay? All right, guys, other than that, I'll catch you guys next time in the next update. For now, stay safe. Catch you later. And good trading.